Hi Taurus, thank you for joining me for the reading for the week of June 5 to June 11. My name is Ginger of Tarot by Ginger, and I'll be reading for the consciousness of Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising. This is a general reading, not a personal reading, so if it doesn't make sense to you, you might want to check your rising or moon signs. Okay, I'm going to start with a card from the Priestess of Light Oracle. And I ask that my guides bless the reading with their light and their love for Taurus for this week of June 5 to 11. Okay, let's see what one of the energies is around you right now, Taurus. We have twin flames, soul partner, eternal connection. Well, this can be a little complicated, couldn't it? Twin flames. Okay. Let's see. I'm going to pull a card from the Enchanted Unicorn Oracle to go with that twin flame card. Let's see what the Enchanted Unicorn has to say about your twin flame situation. Greenwood, the awakening. Uh-oh. An awakening is coming. An awakening is coming your way. Look at that guy. I love it. I love these cards. All right. Greenwood, so perhaps you're just finding out that you have a twin flame because the wood is green. It's green wood. Let's see what we have for you. Let's do the tarot reading for Taurus. I have the Grail Queen. I'm using my King Arthur cards. So this is the Queen of Cups. Her cup of love is overflowing and pouring out onto the floor. She is the queen of emotional mastery. She's the manager of her own emotions and other people around her. I have the Seven of Pentacles. In the regular tarot, this is the card of wondering if the work that you're doing or the effort you're putting into something is paying off for you. So, should you stay or should you go? I also want to say that I know in this deck, so I read my book about this card again, and Lancelot, was it Guinevere? I think he, I can't remember if it was Guinevere, but he was in love with someone. He was wildly in love, and he kind of went insane for a little bit because she wasn't for him, and he broke through that fence. So, twin flame. We're dealing with twin flame here. I'm not sure what this is about, but I'm just going to say you're wondering, is this worth the effort? Oh boy. And then we have the Five of Swords. And in this deck, the Five of Swords is complete destruction of a village. So the Five of Swords energy is the energy of the bully. The energy, I'm thinking, sorry, I don't want to get, I'm not being political here, but I mean, it's pretty obvious. It's sort of like Putin energy, where he's just surround and drown, destroying. That's what this energy is about. Next, we have the Eight of Wands. Eight of Wands. So this is fast movement. I was just trying to remember my wands. Fast movement. Something is going very fast. So this wand, you can see it in the water. It's moving very quickly through those rapids on its destination. It's on a clear path. So something quick is happening. And then we have emotional blockage. Not wanting to talk to anybody about anything that's going on with you, or it's the other person having that feeling. No, don't want to talk about it. What? Everything's fine. Everything's fine. That's that kind of energy. And it's interesting, on each side of this path, the trees are different, completely different from one side of the path to the other. So what I'm getting from that is that, you know, if this is about a twin flame, you're not seeing each other, you're seeing each other as different. And therefore, not in a positive manner, different and not in a positive manner. And then we have the ship Prydwen, Arthur's ship, called the Prydwen. This is the strength card, going through a pretty terrifying journey to learn that you are indeed a very strong person within yourself. You're going to find your inner strength here. That's what this is about. Sea monsters and all. It's a terrifying journey. Actually, I'm sorry, it's not the strength card. This is the Chariot. It's still a terrifying journey, and it's a fast journey, right? So you have the Eight of Wands, which is very fast movement. So is the Chariot. And it's the divine is watching over you in this. You see the rays of light here? These are divine rays of light blessing this journey that you're on. It's a journey that's necessary. And then we have Talesian. He is the Hierophant. What is acceptable in the culture? What are the socially acceptable things to do in the culture, tradition, the normalcy, an everyday life of normalcy. I'm not sure why I'm saying that, but that's what I'm getting. The Hierophant. And then we have the Ace of Wands. Passion of the soul, something you cannot ignore. You cannot ignore this energy that's coming your way, this new energy. Not something you can ignore. It's going to dog you. And a lot of people have been getting this card too. The Grail, the Six of Cups. And here in this deck, it's the knowledge and wisdom of your ancestors pouring out for you. They're here supporting you, and they are offering you their wisdom and their knowledge. In the regular tarot and the Rider-Waite tarot, this would be the card of remembering past times that you were happy. Here it is the wisdom and knowledge of your ancestors there for you. Then we have the Five of Cups. This is the card, and actually this is the outcome card, although I don't read this as outcome, final, end, say so. I just say this is the last card I'm pulling, and it's the card of loss. The card of grieving a loss. And the loss could be a person, it could be a relationship, it could be that somebody's died, it could be that you've lost your job or you've moved on to something new and you're kind of missing what you used to be doing as far as work is concerned. All right, let me take a look at these cards as a group. So we have this card, Twin Flames. Soul partner, eternal connection. And they're kind of looking at each other like, oh my God, we are twins. Well, what I can say about that is that I have not, I don't know a lot about twin flames, but what I hear about twin flames is that people have a lot of difficulty, like serious difficulty with twin flames. And why? Is it because you're the same, so much the same that you fight with each other? I don't know. I think if I saw myself, I would hope that I would love myself. If this was a part of my own soul, I would hope that I love my soul and that I would love this other person. but that's not what I hear about twin flames. So I don't know. I'm no expert, believe me. Then we have Greenwood, the awakening. Okay, so there's a new experience coming in here, and it's going to wake you up. Let's see. So we have the Queen of Cups. What I get from this reading is that, okay, forget the twin flame thing. What I'm getting is that this week you're going to be dealing with emotion, okay? You're going to feel a little bit of lunacy, as though the moon card is here, as though there's a full moon and you're not quite feeling yourself, and that's okay. It doesn't have to be a big deal. If you don't make it a big deal, it doesn't have to be. You don't have to act out on it, right? I mean, we don't have to act out on it. That's what the Queen of Cups is saying. Just because you feel a certain way doesn't mean you have to act it out. You're Taurus. Taurus is stable. Be stable. Be stable this week. That's what the reading is telling me. Be stable. Because there's a lot of moving parts here. You have this five of this card of lunacy, of Lancelot's lunacy. You don't have to be the lunatic. You don't have to be. It's your choice, but you don't have to be. You can just sit with these emotions and maybe talk to someone if they're feeling really crazy. But someone is coming along here, burning down the neighborhood. Look at the side of the hill. It's already burned down. Somebody's coming in and burning something down. And if this is I'm going to say it definitely is about a relationship. I think you're realizing that this relationship is not working out for you. That you will quickly come to understand that you don't see things under the same sunlight. What you see is very different. You have a very different way of looking at the world, a way of thinking. It's sort of like black and white looking at each other. You know what I mean? The yin and yang. Yet they're not melding. That's what I'm getting. You're not melding. And you're on this chariot ride here. It's making you feel like this is your life with this person. It's just kind of crazy. It's crazy. And it's scary to you. It's very scary to you. This actually is your card in the tarot, the Hierophant. I'm going to say stick with tradition right now. Stick with what you know to be right. Because for you, that it is right. It doesn't matter what anybody else thinks. For you, it is right. Stick with what you know. Remain calm and stable while this chaos is going on around you. I'm not sure what this is. I'm just trying to get a beat on this card. Okay, so this Ace of Wands, I'm getting that it's this other person's energy, and probably because it's underneath this card, and that this relationship is relatively new. That's what I'm feeling. And that this person is on fire. And you know what? For them, it's okay. Just like for you to be the Hierophant is okay. okay? But together, you're not going to make it. All right, it's two different energies, and I don't know, whatever the attraction was, the twin flame attraction, your ancestors are saying, pour water on that one. Yeah, that's not going to work for you. See that water coming out of there? That's not going to work for you. That fiery, passionate energy is not going to mix with you. You're going to, this energy here is going to get really ticked off when you put it out with your water. And then we have the sense of loss. And I'm wondering, what did you lose? Did you lose yourself to this relationship? Maybe you lost yourself for a time. But what I think is that you've gained some wisdom, just like your ancestors have wisdom to give you. I think that you've gained some wisdom here. You may have given a lot of yourself to this relationship because this person really, there was something about them that you just couldn't leave it alone, right? You couldn't leave it alone. This is an energy that you just can't leave alone. You can't ignore it. You don't have to ignore it, but you can say no to it. You can know it's there and know that it's not for you. And that's a great lesson learned. I don't really, maybe you put a lot of time and effort into this and feel as though you've lost your head. That's what this card is about. The lunacy of Lancelot. But the Queen of Cups says, you're good at managing your emotions, and you really didn't lose anything. You gained a lot of wisdom. So lick your wounds, heal up, and smooth sailing. All right, that's your reading. I'm going to pull a Making Magic Oracle card. Making Magic card. Let's see. Quite an interesting reading there, Taurus. Okay, here we go. Dragonfly. You bring light to this world. See, this other person may be all fiery and stuff, but you know what? You bring light to the world. You definitely do. All right. Thank you so much for joining me. Have a good week, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.